Welcome to Daisy Gaze 777. I hope everybody had a lovely Saturday. All right, so let's get into the message. So, you might have had a lot going on today, and it's all because people do not want to be held accountable for the things that you've been going through, for the crimes done against you, and because you witnessed some very bad things that people don't want to spend life in prison over. So, a lot of people are in regret about the decision they made to hurt you, to steal from you, and to try to set you up on the crimes they committed. Very strong energy coming in. And the tactic they pulled today has got police officers being arrested much sooner than expected. Something to do with a store, an establishment, bank, online, could be a place of work, store you shop at. Well, they've caught the affiliation. Pattern is recognized, not only by you, but by the law that's going to take these people down. It has to do with family, exes. So no matter if you were physically hurt by them, or just robbed or smeared your name on something they've committed, it's come to an end. And it's been come to an end. The only thing that keeps continuing is them disrespecting you, them smear campaigning you, psychologically harassing you, and having the people around you turning a blind eye to it all. Well, they know exactly what's happening. Some take part, some just turn the other cheek. Well, it's all because I keep having this download that somebody witnessed a retired cop's wife take somebody's life. In the midst of, you went through something horrible. You might have been kidnapped, you might have been abused, sexually assaulted. You might have went through a lot that night. But justice is here. The ancestors want you to stay grounded and know you're very enchanted and you're very beautiful inside and out. Stay that way. In this awful world, stay beautiful inside and out. You got something extraordinary coming in for you. Sorry, I needed some of my Coca-Cola. I've been taking a break from coffee, but it's no better. Because now I'm drinking the Coca-Cola or Pepsi or Dr. Pepper. How has everybody been? Today my day was hectic. I'm a hairstylist, and of course, as soon as I got to work, harassment. Nobody seems to see it. Nobody sees it right in front of their faces, but it's all being proven and already documented and proven. And one of the clients broke my clippers today. I stood grounded with Jesus and God by my side. Anyway, so it's all over inheritance, a huge inheritance. So this is sickening. Somebody tried to off you for something that belongs to you. And they continue to harass you at your workplace, your stores you shop at, the places you go. Let me tell you a little story. I took my grandson last summer to the ice cream shop locally. And I bought him an ice cream, and I got a coffee. And they told us we could sit anywhere we wanted. We're the only people there. It's 103 out, and I'm not kidding you, we had a heat wave. But my grandson wanted ice cream, so we walked down the street. And they literally came out of the establishment because after they told us we could sit anywhere. He sat down under the umbrella, eating his ice cream, and I sat with him. They came out and told us that we didn't get enough to sit underneath the umbrella. We only got an ice cream and a coffee, and made us move to the outside patio. We were already outside, but the one had an umbrella, and the other table and chairs didn't have an umbrella. They made us go to the one with no umbrella. Then another time, a couple months back, I ordered pizza from a local pizza establishment. Order comes to $36. I was told I didn't order enough. So we had to order from somewhere even farther away, which was fine with me as long as we got our pizza. So this is sickening how far they'll go, knowing that you're the victim and that you went through something so traumatic and almost lost your life. How far a community will come together for money. And because of that, raids will be taking place. We got DEA, Feds, Alphabet Boys, ATF. So a lot of these people that are involved with the inheritance, theft, identity theft, fraud, these people are into military, high levels. We got some dirty, corrupt feds, local police, and the criminals behind them, which is your family and exes that grew up with these people. And everybody wanted $1. So they all got together. This is big. Something's telling me this ring of where they laundered this money and what they're doing with it, they put it into a lot of illegal businesses. And something's telling me from Baltimore, Baltimore, Maryland, Jersey, Delaware, Montana, California, Arizona, Texas, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida. Somebody's using the same name. We're solving crimes here. Very gifted. These people are looking at insane amount of time. So they're coming up real hard. But people were caught in a lie today. Because a pattern has been proven a long time ago. But people that are supposed to have authority over a certain establishment are trying to say they couldn't see the pattern. But then how does a person like somebody that can't recognize a pattern as simple as that have any authority over another, or a position of authority over another? So that's going to be taken into consideration. And then the question is now why you would go that far to lie. What's your affiliation in this situation? And that's going to be coming out. And people are going to be so shocked and unexpected about another person connected to this, very close in an establishment that has not been protecting your rights, will be picked up and charged as well. So they have something to look forward to, besides other things. Somebody's going to be answering to officers of the law that aren't local. Why? They're pretty much got some two-faced people in your life, family, acquaintances. A lot of lies are going on, a lot of deception. But you got this really beautiful good news coming in. And it's going to feel like you won the lottery. Oh my goodness. It's going to be like you won the lottery. Isn't that fantastic? I think so. It's going to be a fresh start. Don't be scared. Do not feel bad that these people in your life are going to be doing a very long time in prison. So the people that orchestrate it. From maybe since you were such a young age, maybe it's something just recent. Everybody take the pieces to the message that fits. Not everything's going to fit for everyone, and this might fit for some, all of it. But this is bringing in a fresh start. It's coming to an end, and you can't feel bad for the people that orchestrated that. They're going away. They're going to be publicly humiliated. This will be on the news. You're going to see prominent figures. You're going to see police that have been told to leave you alone, that are corrupt, that are behind this. And the reason why they're coming so hard for you is they know for a fact you're the victim. They know everything you're saying is true. But they know the time they're looking at. And guess what? They're looking at even more time after today. That's a fact. These changes are moving very rapidly, because the good Lord that's been watching sees that not only did they rob you, victimize you, leave you not to wake up again. Not only did you witness them take others' lives in front of you, but then you also seen how they lied about how these people's lives got taken. But you're going to testify. You're going to pass those lie detector tests. And you're going to look them all in the eye and point them out. You're not going to be scared. You have nothing to worry about. These people deserve to be behind bars. Some cards fell. Let's see. We're going to read them here in a message. So we have crime spree. It's a huge crime spree. A very broadened network they had going on. They had corrupt officials. Local politicians are involved for a fact. That's been found out. Your local law, the corrupt ones, the ones that back up the retired cop's wife that did what she did. That's why they don't want this to be exposed, because she's looking at life in prison. They're also a part of the Crime Watch, which you will be passing a lie detector test that you will pass. And when they're given one, Lord knows they're not passing that. So every cop affiliated to them is going to be charged that didn't do their jobs by the book with covering up them unaliving somebody. And they know what time they're looking at. And they're getting it. They're going to prison. And that's a fact. Not an opinion, not a conflict of interest. They played themselves trying to play you today. Always trust in intuition. You're a leader, you're royalty. Act like you know. Knowledge is power. You know what your grandfather put into effect. You know that for a fact. You know where we're at. You know what state. The Big Apple. You need to go visit Big Apple soon. I know I am. Gotta go to New York City soon. But a lot of yous are gonna be escorted by police. They take down bad police to go pick up something very significant. It's gonna feel like you won the lotto. But you're not gonna go in alone to pick it up. Okay? Just so you know that. You do good with this windfall that's coming into your life that you're gonna have an escort to go pick up. Which everybody's looking like the fool. So, this whole time, the truth already has been exposed for almost a year now. And they were caught in multiple lies. Today, denial of the facts at hand in front of their face. Some plates were taken down, conversations heard, before they even did any of the tactics today. They already knew what they were going to do before they did it. That's a fact. And that's why they look like a fool and they're caught red-handed in their lies. And it gets to add up on your end the things that they did to you: psychological harassment, victimizing you, intimidating a victim and a witness, and adding up the losses financially, overcharging for certain things, costing you more money, breaking things that belong to you. You made a pattern and a record. All this matters in a court of law. Believe me. This is all being wrapped up very soon. You got new beginnings coming in. Beautiful new beginnings. Your exes in your family. Some of you have had a large theft happen to you. Some of you probably just got lied on, set up for crimes other people committed. Some of you are witnesses to crimes others committed. And then they try to pin it on you. But the facts are already out and they're going to jail. And you're testifying. And then some of you have been, assaulted and kidnapped, tortured. You've been through some really bad things. And then some have been through it all. I tell you right now, I'll pass a lie detector test. I've been through it all. Because the inheritance I was supposed to receive, we're talking huge amounts of money. Huge properties that were worth so much. So they really came from me. And some of my family is actually in law. My one cousin actually is a cop, a blonde, in Scranton, PA. She's my biological cop. She's my biological cousin. And I was adopted by an aunt and uncle. So I wasn't raised around her, but I know exactly who she is. She's my biological cousin. She's a part of this inheritance theft with my ex. There's so many other women that my ex is connected to that forged my name. I have another cousin that looks like me from my other side of the family. She did a lot. Then my other ex, his cousins with my other ex, and his woman, and all are in on it with my aunt and uncle. So it was a huge thing. Huge. We'd be here too long if I was to explain it all. But the people I needed to explain it to, I did. They questioned, I answered. And if I was lying, I wouldn't be able to have answered the questions I did. So they know that I was no bullshit. Sorry, excuse me for saying the word bullshit. But I know some people are sensitive to, words like that. But, they knew I was telling the truth. I've been, in contact with them. They know for a fact I'm not no crazy lady. I'm not no loony bin. And these people in the government actually sat me down, and these are high-level ones, and explained to me what gang stalking is and what they're going to do to me. Because at this point, I didn't want to work. I was just wanting to stay home, find a job at home. But they knew I've been cutting hair at this time when this happened to me, 15 years. I've been cutting hair now for 20. So there was a lot of lies on me about how I am, how I cut my hair and all that. So they made me cut hair in front of them to show them and demonstrate. And their words was, people are jealous of my personality. They were jealous of my inheritance. There's nothing wrong. They know for a fact I'm not crazy. Some people in life are gifted, and I happen to be one of them. And I know a lot of yous are as well. So they said this is over a large amount of inheritance, and they're not going to stop doing what they're doing. But they said I can't stop people from doing what they're doing, but I have control of my reactions. So they said block them out. So I'll put my headphones in and I will block them out. They say when you get to work, they're going to try to overwhelm you, overstimulate your mind as soon as you get there. They're going to call, come in using families' names, cousins' names, brothers' names, whoever traumatized you, because they want you in an uproar. They want you frantic because these people are sick, and for some reason they think they're getting some kind of good luck and rise out of it, okay? And then others just want to cause a reaction to make you look crazy, so somebody else is standing there taking pictures and videoing so they can hand it over to the people that are trying to say you're a loony bin. So remember, can't stop people, but you can definitely keep grounded and keep your own emotions in check. Don't worry, they know all this. I'm telling you, I spoke to the right law. This is how they said to deal with this situation till people are locked up. And establishments, they'll go there 5 minutes before you get there, or they'll come in afterwards. They'll set the stage. But they're not going to stop. And when they're going to mess with you most, they said, is the beginning of your work shifts and the end of your work shifts. They want to get you while you're tired and overwhelmed, and in the beginning of your mornings before it even starts. So they know this is going on. They've watched the patterns because they had to prove that you weren't lying to them. So people have came undercover, sat in parking lots. Some have came in as people just coming into the establishment. They've witnessed the things themselves. Got to remember, the government can also get into, just like anybody can hack your computer, they can get anything they want because they're high-level law, okay? So they see the patterns themselves. So everybody that lied today and did their tactics, license plates were taken, they've put people, together, affiliation of who they are, how they know each other, and heard conversations before they got there. And they already had the script staged. And police are involved from two different areas, two different sets of police that are involved with the illegal activity, that have been doing false investigations, people that have been smearing your name, because these police are looking at a very long time in prison. And some of you may have even been hurt by police, because not only was I attacked once, I was attacked multiple times during the pandemic, because they've been doing fraud for such a long time. By me moving up to the area, raised red flags. So I was hurt by police, and I was hurt by my exes and a bunch of others, and some people from Crime Watch. And I can testify to everything I state and pass a lie detector test. And each of them I asked, well, the ones that they're going to need to, they will be given lie detector tests to. I can't say everybody because I'm not a liar, so I don't know if it's everybody getting a lie detector test. So I'm not a liar, but whoever needs to will be tested. Fishing, hiking, camping is very significant. And remember your laws. The establishments have to back up the employees' rights. Okay? That is their duty as an employer and a corporation, to back up the rights of their employees. And they definitely should know their laws, especially if they're owned by a corporation. And even if it's a small mom and pop shop, they need to know their laws as well. Because I know you and the government knows your laws very well. And I'm not talking about local law. We're talking federal. And not local federal. DC federal. Virginia federal. So we got somebody that affiliates in this whole thing to a high level as well. And he's been under investigation for a long time too. So somebody in his collective, there's somebody in your family that connects to somebody more high level of law, could even be government, like maybe in the politics or something, not sure, but it's a higher level law of some kind. They're definitely been helping the family behind all this. Then we have outdoors. So get outside more. You definitely need to enjoy the outside more. That's right. Go outside, take a walk. There's something, that's very good for you to do. Keep you nice and strong. You're doing great. The ancestors are very proud of you for the way you handled the situation today. Spirit attachment. So they're being haunted. Whoever stole this property, there's one Pacific property that was stolen that is very haunted. You know what I mean? Something is very haunted. And they're scared. They're scared. They did something very bad to you. And they know it's over, legally. I think they're even feeling it, that they really pushed it today. But it doesn't even matter, to tell you the truth. It doesn't even matter if they did what they did today, because the pattern's already been proven. They got enough evidence. They're into other illegal things, and that's what they're after, and they're trying to get them for every single thing that they can pin them to. Because they're the law. The law finds them doing illegal stuff. They're not going to just stop and say, you know what, even though we know they're doing this extra other illegal stuff, let's just arrest them for the collective right now, because we already got the evidence on that. It's not how the law works. The law works to where they want to get them for every single thing they know they're doing illegal when they're not corrupt law. You understand? So these people, they're really pinning them. They're holding them accountable for the crimes they committed. These people thought they were invisible. Look what they just did today. They were on candid camera. They really were some fools today. You're too valuable to the Most High. Or whatever you believe in. You're too valuable to your Creator. But you need to hold the same value that you're holding with them to yourself. Hold that head up high. Know your justice is here, and they're making such fools of themselves. We got a clerk and a notary connected to the situation. And somebody's boss has been caught with conversations to people affiliated to all of what's been going on. Somebody's been caught. Somebody's caught. It's divine timing. Time is now. You got a new life coming. The trickster's game is done. Their lies have been exposed. You are the champion. Justice is coming. Stay kind, stay blessed. You got nothing but good things ahead. Thank God for that. Mwah.